The silent struggle, male. Emotional disconnection in dating. In today's world, many men are quietly struggling with something deeper than dating frustration, emotional disconnection. The numbers reflect it, 35% to 40% of men report feeling lonely often. And this loneliness isn't just about friendships. It's about the inability to build real, lasting romantic bonds. This article is not about blaming men or women. It's about revealing the root causes behind male disconnection and offering actionable steps to help men rebuild confidence, clarity, and connection in dating. By Estad. The death of face-to-face social practice. Most men today are practicing their social skills in the worst place possible, behind a screen. Whether it's through texting, dating apps, or social media, these interactions lack the non-verbal elements essential to building chemistry and trust. Human bonding depends heavily on subtle cues, eye contact, body language, vocal tone, and micro-expressions. When you don't engage in real-world, unplugged conversations regularly, you're essentially trying to build social muscle without ever stepping into the social gym. What this leads to: social anxiety, awkward real-life interactions, hesitancy or avoidance of in-person situations. What to do? Start building low-stakes real world social habits. Talk to the barista. Make eye contact and greet strangers. Meet a friend for coffee and leave your phone in your pocket. Over time, these reps build confidence and reduce the emotional weight of real connection. Hormonal health, the hidden factor no one talks about. A man's emotional and relational health is directly tied to his physical well-being, especially testosterone. Declining levels in your 30s and 40s can affect your energy, focus, confidence, and even desire to connect with others. Symptoms of low testosterone may include irritability, lack of motivation, poor concentration, low libido. What to do? Get tested. With modern lab access, checking your hormone levels has never been easier. If you feel off, don't dismiss it as stress or burnout. Physical imbalances might be playing a bigger role in your emotional and dating life than you realize. The paradox of choice on dating apps. Dating apps have made it easier to meet people, but harder to connect. With the illusion of endless options, men and women develop a grass is greener mindset, constantly second-guessing their choices. Just like a famous study on jam selection in grocery stores showed, more options make people less satisfied with their decisions. The result? Shallow conversations, ghosting, commitment issues. What to do? Use apps intentionally, not addictively. Ask deeper, more meaningful questions. If apps consistently leave you frustrated, it's okay to walk away and focus on offline. Meeting opportunities. Mistaking attraction for compatibility. Attraction is magnetic, but chemistry alone is not enough to sustain a relationship. Compatibility means shared values, emotional safety, aligned life goals, similar communication styles. You can feel sparks with someone who ultimately isn't right for you. That doesn't mean you failed. It means you're learning. What to do? Ask better questions. Observe how someone handles setbacks, talks about their future, or treats others. Compatibility often hides in the subtext. Unrealistic expectations about connection. Movies, dating culture, and social media have convinced many of us that love must start with fireworks. But the truth is, real connection builds slowly. Through presence, shared experiences, and mutual vulnerability. Instant chemistry isn't always a green flag. In fact, when it hits too fast, it often masks unresolved emotional needs. What to do? Stop chasing magic. Start seeking momentum. Be genuinely curious, not performative. Let connection unfold over time. The healthiest relationships often grow from a place of emotional safety, not adrenaline. Emotional illiteracy, the silent barrier. One of the biggest reasons men struggle to connect is emotional illiteracy. Many men were never taught how to name or navigate their own feelings, let alone express them. Society has conditioned men to equate stoicism with strength. But the truth is, emotional awareness is a superpower. It helps you listen more empathetically, communicate more clearly, resolve conflict more constructively. What to do? Journal daily and identify your feelings without judgment. Practice articulating emotions in conversations. Work with a therapist or mentor to develop your emotional vocabulary. When you understand yourself emotionally, you invite others to connect with you on a deeper level. Social isolation, the shrinking male world, work-from-home jobs, fewer friendships, less participation in communities, clubs, or hobbies. All of this has created a social desert for men. A reality where many have no natural way to meet women in everyday life. Even before the pandemic, male social circles were shrinking. But now it's reached a point where many men feel like strangers in their own lives. What to do? Join interest-based groups, book clubs, rec sports, martial arts, volunteer orgs. Set a goal of attending one in-person event per week. Rebuild your social ecosystem from the ground up. Dating isn't supposed to happen in isolation. It happens best in rich, active, social environments where connection feels organic. Performing masculinity instead of living authentically. Many men today feel pressure to perform masculinity, to always be confident, cool, and in control. But this performance disconnects you not only from women, but from yourself. Authenticity is magnetic. Vulnerability is not weakness, it's truth. And women can sense when you're wearing a mask. What to do? Reflect on the moments where you feel like you're playing a role. Ask yourself, does this version of me feel real or rehearsed? Show up more honestly, even if that includes admitting fear, nervousness, or doubt. When you lead with authenticity, you build trust. And trust is the root of connection. Final thoughts. Connection is a skill, not a trait. If you're struggling to connect, you're not broken. You're under-practiced. Real connection takes intention, effort, and patience. Check mark button prioritize in-person experiences. Check mark button understand and care for your physical health. Check mark button shift from shallow attraction to meaningful compatibility. Check mark button let go of unrealistic fantasies. Check mark button build your emotional intelligence. Check mark button rebuild your social ecosystem. Check mark button stop performing and start being. Connection is a learnable skill. One rep, one moment, one conversation at a time.